So, Diane, I'd like to come to you next, and I'll start the time. I'll start the timer again.
Actually, that's a hard act to follow, because what I realise I've done is got the wrong end of the stick and done a little narrative, and my bullet points, anticipating I'll get some questions about it. So I'm going to go off script a little bit. So just bear with, please. Okay.
That's fine. Go ahead, Diane.
Okay. So I'm a ward councillor initially, and that's Windermere. Windermere, it was Windermere Town before the boundary changes, when it was a single ward division. Now it's 3 of us combined. I'm a portfolio holder. That's climate emergency and localism, which used to be environment, and it used to have bins and playgrounds in there, but it's been modified to focus mainly on the climate and building that into everything that we do at council across the cabinet. So there are 4 sections. You asked about our own operations. This is buildings, waste collection, business, travel, parking and land maintenance. In terms of influencing, that will be planning, licensing, business support, housing support, events, car parks, staffing, staff commuting, lobbying national government, working with local organisations such as CAFs. We work collaboratively very successfully. What are we already doing? We have a strategy with an action plan with over 150 action points across the council. This is with the aim to be carbon neutral by 2030 and supporting a district-wide target of 2037. We measure our own carbon footprint each year, and we're working on having a more frequent amount of our emissions measured. We, along with Cumbria County Council, have commissioned, and other districts actually, I mustn't forget about the other districts in the county, we've commissioned Small World Consultancy to calculate Cumbria's carbon footprint in total, and that's to look at emissions and consumption as well. We work with part of the Zero Carbon Cumbria Partnership. That's made up of all the districts and other important people, farmers, all the parks. I think there's nearly 70 members, almost 70 members. Already the things we've done is we've created, well, we've given you some money towards your Citizens Assembly, your jury. We've got a community fund for carbon reduction projects. That's been really well taken up. This is the first time we've done it, and we have struggled to I've persuaded people to make this a priority, even though there's not much spare cash knocking about. You can imagine how strapped it is at the moment. We've an in-depth analysis of SLDC's buildings in terms of energy and renewable energy. We've got PV on as many buildings as we can, and we're looking at heat source pumps where they're feasible.
What's PV, Diane?
PV, solar panels, photovoltaic, sorry, thank you. We've done an analysis of all our operational, they call these grey fleet and green fleet, and grey fleet are the wagons and green fleet are the regular vehicles, cars and vans and stuff. For last year and this year, for 2019 and 2020, and we've tried to identify any carbon saving that we can do there, because the footprint of the wagons, you can imagine, is pretty big. They're all diesel operated, so that is an issue. For several years now, they've had flexible working for officers. They can work from home. That's a policy so that staff don't need to come into the office. We've completed analysis, I've mentioned the bin wagons. They've looked at the rounds to make sure that they're absolutely efficient in terms of mileage, speed, efficiency. Transport, not really us, it's county, but we do what we can. Active travel, we support cycling projects. Currently working on the canal regeneration project, hoping that to be eventually cycle friendly, foot friendly, from Kendal to Lancaster. SLDC can reduce business rates for businesses that are operating in a more climate friendly way. There are awards, business awards, which a couple of our officers have just awarded. They've just been to those recently. Energy, we've been working with CAFs in Ambleside on
could you just say what CAFs is?
Oh yes, of course. Cumbria Action for Sustainability, and they work right across the county, right across Cumbria. They've just won a lot of money from the Heritage Lottery Fund, so we're going to be working with them a lot more.
About 30 seconds left, Diane.
Oh, is that all? Oh, and I've got a speech all about the the things that we're going to do in the future. That's about it, actually. I think I've covered everything. Yeah, we're
Okay.
challenged by certain things. That's the other thing to plant out there. The planning is an issue. House building. Anyway, I'll stop there.
All right.
Thank
That's
you very
great.
much.
Thank you, Diane.